I'm Andrew Dorgent.
And Trip Lewis. It's about 2003, 2004.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was that long ago. We had been playing in a band called 283 for 5 or 6 years, and our bass player left and to go do other things, and so
that left two people.
Yeah, we were kind of at a position where we could either continue going with the two of us or go in another direction and try to find some other people to play with, and it just kind of worked out that we decided after talking about it a little bit that we were going to try just to do a two-piece.
In part because we've been playing together for so long, and we had been playing with the bass player for so long, and so we had the choice of either just keeping the two of us going as is, or trying to get somebody new in, and at the time that was daunting to get somebody new in. That would have been a little bit weird, because when you're playing with somebody this long, you know, we just know what each other's going to do, and the writing process most of the time, and the writing process is equally easy, right? Like we can be blunt with each other.
Well, it was January of 1993 that we actually started playing together, and Andrew then was very into things like Alice in Chains and
I like metal.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point I was listening to a lot of Metallica and all that stuff. Yeah.
And I was at that point I was kind of more into Fugazi and I don't even know what else at that point.
I think, to be fair, I hated Fugazi back then.
Yeah. So we've always kind of brought different things to the table. There was a period of time I think where we were listening to a lot of the same stuff, but I think now we've kind of started to branch again, and you listen to a lot of very different things than I do, and vice versa. And I think in terms of writing, it's always been a collaborative effort to bring in those different influences and put something together.
We're making the music for ourselves, so we're literally for ourselves.
We needed to fill out the sound a little bit, and just playing a regular guitar just wasn't going to do that. I think when we first started playing, I was bouncing back between playing guitar, and then we tried just with a 4-string bass as well. And but I'm no bass player by any means, so we tried that for a while, and we realized that wasn't really working. And I think also not having vocals. So without bass and without vocals, there's a lot of void there. So I think I got the baritone shortly after maybe listening to the Evens.
It was the Evens, yeah.
And
after seeing them, it was an eye-opening thing to us to see what you could do with just two people. Yeah, because that was Ian Mackay playing a baritone, and that filled it right out.
So we did that, and then also not to get into too much of the technical aspect of my setup, but I split my signal and run it through an octave, a polyphonic octave processor. So it's actually a baritone plus an octave lower than a baritone. And then I also currently using a 6-string bass, or a bass 6, which is a 6-string bass, and so it's bass and then an octave below bass as well. So with those 2 octaves running, it tends to kind of give a fuller sound. He plays in a lot of other bands, and you get the chance to perform way more than I do. I definitely miss it. Performing is like a drug, and when you don't have it for a while, you really start to miss it.
Yeah.
And so being able to perform today was amazing for me.
Yeah.
I would love to get to a point where we can do that more often. But I think, we've talked too that we're kind of at a point now where there's a possibility that we might go in a different direction. We may want to bring other people in as even though we said earlier it's hard to bring somebody else into that dynamic.
We may want to try.
Yeah, it's doing what we're doing is, for me anyway, I'm doing a lot of pedal stomping, and that takes away some of the fun for me.
Yeah. There's concentration involved.
Yeah,
You got to get it right.
You want that visceral experience.
Well,
yeah. You want to, like, the goal of when we play, the goal is to just be in the music, not have anything else going on, and so like having to stomp a bunch of looping pedals is going to take you out of the zone for that, for sure. Yeah, this band, there are very few bands that are truly liberating, and this would be the one for me. There's probably like another one that's kind of close, but this is it. When it's done right, this is like 100% in the music. Nothing else is going on. Total zen.
I just realized right now that for years when I listen to music, the one thing that I pay attention to the most, even though I'm not a drummer and I can't play drums worth anything, are the drums. And I just realized with him saying that, why I do that, and it's because when we play together, I have to listen to you and feed off you. So, wow.